Hello and what is up, guys? My name is Maggie, you're watching Troll Bros, and welcome to the Sim Settlements mod showcase. Settlements are a core mechanic in Fallout 4, considering this is the first game in the Fallout series where they were actually introduced. And when Bethesda first started talking about them, they promised us so much more. Immersive living conditions, clean running water, self-building buildings, and even universal healthcare. Honestly, I'm not sure that's correct. I have no idea what they promised. But whatever they did, Sim Settlements does it way better. Now, Sim Settlements is essentially a mod that aims to make Fallout 4 settlements feel a bit more immersive, in the sense that you will no longer be the only person building the buildings in your settlement, and they also will not get built overnight. Well, I mean, they still kind of will, but it's a process. It's a process. Sim Settlements essentially allows you to build several plots, which your settlers can later develop to build their own houses, markets, resource stations, and even plantations to gather food. Now, to get started, you will need to find a holotape with the help of which you will enable the mod. The mod maker has stated that he has made the holotape easily available, so you should be able to find it early game. That being said, he has not specified where it is, so you might want to have a look around or spawn it in via console. And when you actually get the holotape, not much configuration will be necessary, because much like a penis, all you need to do is stick it in. All the way in. But if you happen to have the mod HUD framework installed, then I also suggest enabling the sensors, since that will add a brand new element to your GUI with the help of which you will be able to track the progress or the requirements for your settlements to expand. Let's face it, the settlements you built before using this mod were kinda shit, and also really fucking creepy. But with the help of this mod, your settlements can end up looking interesting, immersive, and oh so more intricate than they did before. And also really fucking creepy. With the help of this mod, building settlements looks completely different. As soon as you activate the mod via holotape, a brand new section will open up in your workshop. That being the special category, which will include a whole bunch of new plots, with the help of which your settlements will now be developed. Now this includes, and is currently limited to, one type of agricultural plot, which is essentially an improved, maintained and upgradable version of, well, food resources. 3 types of the commercial plot. Now the commercial plots are plots meant for stores, for markets, for vendors, for bars, and so on and so forth. However, you will not be able to assign and or operate plots such as this if your population is too low, so you do need to maintain a decent amount of people, as well as a decent amount of housing, 1 per person. 2 types of industrial plot, which are essentially glorified and vastly improved scavenging stations, and even 3 types of the residential plot. Now, the residential plots are essentially houses for your settlers. And the way you actually develop these plots is pretty simple. All you will have to do is walk over to a settler while in the workshop menu, select him and then click on the plot. He will immediately start building it, which will trigger an animation, meaning that it is being developed.
At the movies they have got to pay many coconuts to see.
What do they see?
And as soon as they are done, they will actually start operating the plot. But you know what's the single greatest feature about this mod? Because it's not the fact that the houses build themselves. It's not even the fact that these settlements will actually upgrade themselves later on if they have enough material, meaning that a settlement you build early game will get completely changed up if you visited later game. Oh no, the single greatest feature about this mod is when you decide to demolish a plot you place down, it will not just disappear. You will not just get the resources from it, but it will actually explode in a fucking fireball. Honestly, what is a more satisfying feeling than blowing up a settler's house right in front of their fucking eyes? Yeah, how does that feel, you fucking piece of shit? Now, the base kind of requirement for this mod is the fact that you already have a somewhat working settlement in place. Meaning that you will not only have to get some settlers, but you will also have to set up some beds, plant some crops, and slap down some turrets to protect the thing you value most in the world.
Schmerbulak!
This mod actually comes packed with visual cues to help you navigate with what's going on around your settlement. For example, if a plot is finished but vacant, it will actually notify you with a nifty little sign. as well as if you sneak into a settler's house in the middle of the night, wearing only a Santa beard and hat and a cock ring, the settler will start screaming and stabbing you with the nearest object, much like in real life. Honestly, I'm not sure that that's actually a feature. But could you imagine it? It would make this so much more immersive. As well as it would go great hand in hand with the mod Santa Sex Predator. But does this mod have affordable, universal healthcare? No, but you can blow up buildings, and what's healthcare compared to that? Now, the way this mod is set up, this mod actually utilizes a vast variety of houses and plots and so on and so forth, meaning that if you comprise your settlement entirely of plots added by this mod, it will not look as if you only plastered one object all over the entire base, but will actually have quite a lot of variety. But I think one of this mod's key selling points is how happy it will make your settlers. I mean, just look at that face. Does that not look like the face of someone who is proud to build their own house, as well as the houses of others, because fuck that shit, which I'm not doing anymore. If you really want a godlike, almighty, chosen one themed carpenter to build your stuff instead of you, then you might as well call Mitt Romney, or Jesus, or Paul Ryan. If for some odd reason you actually enjoyed watching this video and would like to watch more, then subscribe to the channel. As always, my name is Maggie, you've been watching Trollin' Bros. Until next time guys, I'll see ya!